Hello and welcome to Sabha television. I am Akhilesh Suman and you are watching very special program Indian Standard Time. As we are aware, Indian Standard Time is a window to the world through which we try to talk about issues related to diplomacy and also issues related to society all over the globe. And here with me is the guest of honor, and he is Ambassador of Palestine in India, Mr. Adnan Abu Al Haija. So welcome to Sabha television.
Thank you very much.
Ambassador has a very long history of struggle for Palestinian state, and he also has a long history of having an experience in diplomacy. So Ambassador, everyone in the world knows that Palestinians are in conflict for their own nation with Israelis. But hardly people know that whether Palestinians do have their own life, whether Palestinians do have their own society, whether they have their music, their culture, etc. So, if I ask you the first question, that how is the life inside the Palestinian, territory?
At the beginning, I would like to thank Rajya Sabha TV to give me this opportunity to be with you today. As you know, and I think you have visited Palestine and you have visited cities and towns in Palestine. The Palestinian people has a very old culture, and they know how to live even under occupation. Right. We are struggling against occupation, but at the same time we are living our life. We are making our wedding, we make our sport, we build our institution, we have as a people very high education, we are active people.
So when I was there in Palestine, it was very small time I was there. I could see the small mountains all around, rocky mountains. So is there any agricultural activity, is there any agricultural product that you grow in Palestine, or it is just everything is imported from outside?
It might be strange to you that historical Palestine is 27,000 kilometers square.
Right.
In this small area, we have 4 geographical areas.
Okay.
We could plant the tropical plants in the eastern part of Palestine, where it's Jericho, which is the lowest area in the world, the Dead Sea, and in the middle we have the mountains. These mountains you are talking about, we could plant grapes, we could plant olive, we could plant cherry,
oh my God.
Any European apple, any European including jawava, including avocado. In the eastern part, as I said, all the tropical, like papaya and other things. Okay. Now, when you go to the Mediterranean, it's mainly citron.
Like
orange, and it might be strange to you that this small area, which is Palestine, before 1948, it used to share in the international market 16% of the international market in citron, which is orange and lemon, all these things. And when you go to Europe now, you find Jaffa juice. Okay. This orange, it's Arabic, means Jaffa. And it was famous by history. They took their name from its kind of orange.
Okay.
When they say Jaffa orange, it is kind. You might find it now in Morocco, you find it in Spain, in Greece, in other places.
It all goes from Palestinian area.
By origin, this plant from Palestine, from Jaffa city. Okay. And 1922, as an example, we have family called Gargour. They are famous in orange merchant. And there was a crisis in Germany. He imported orange to Germany. but they don't have money to send him. So he has got Mercedes car instead of that. We have the photos.
When
1922.
1922.
Yes. He
But
sent orange to Germany and he got Mercedes car instead because currency was, they have a financial crisis at that time.
So in today's Palestine also, you are growing all these things like fruits and like olive, everything that you told me?
Yes, we still, but I mean, the area is very small now.
Yeah, right.
The area of West Bank and Gaza Strip, it's about 6,500 kilometers square.
Right.
Now we have citron in Gaza. We have citron in some areas in Palestine, but it's not Palestine
Right.
citron. Right.
It's the same citron that Israelis also grow, like
Yes, they
like
have
Arab.
occupied
Yeah.
Palestine, so they got also
the same agricultural
yeah,
products are the
they
same.
have got everything from the Palestinian people.
So how do you irrigate your fields, because it is all uneven agriculture area?
I'm sorry to tell you that we have three main resources of water, but it's in sea areas, which means cities is A, towns is B, and in between is C. The Israelis are controlling sea area.
Okay.
And they build military camps in the resources of water, and they sell it to us for drinking mainly. You are not allowed to make a well for irrigation. So in this case, mainly, we have to depend on the rainwater. We collect the rainwater and irrigate our plants.
But you have tube wells in your home, or it is a water distribution mechanism that water goes to every house by pipe?
It goes, but I told you, lots of our water, which it has been taken to Israel, they sell it to us in a higher price and in certain amount.
They sell it to you?
Yes.
Sell it back to you?
Yes.
They take your water and they sell it back to you?
They take our water from three main resources.
Okay.
For that, the water is from the final issues to be discussed with the Israelis.
So you have certain trade relations with Israel, some certain give and take in economy or many other fields with Israelis?
We have to. We buy lots of things from Israel.
Like?
Many things. Medicine sometimes medical. We send patients to the Israeli hospitals.
Okay.
Sometimes the normal product.
Okay.
When we have lack of Palestinian products, we have to buy from the Israelis.
So they sell you in your country, or it happens through agents or traders?
No, it's mainly traders.
Traders. Yes. So traders are active between both the places, Israel and Palestine.
But we are trying now, because the Israelis, as an example, make pressure against the Palestinian Authority or the State of Palestine not to finance the family of martyrs or prisoners or wounded people, right? For that, they have to cut that amount and keep it, because the Israelis collect the tax money. They are controlling the borders. Okay. When we import anything from outside, they collect the tax. And because of that, they take 3% of the whole amount first.
Okay.
Then they try to take the amount of our martyrs' families and prisoners' families and wounded people families who has shared the struggle.
So you must be, importing grains from outside. Which countries do you generally import grains from? Like rice, wheat, these are...
Rice we get from India.
Oh, you get from India?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We have some Palestinian who have come to India and get rice.
So, Ambassador, you are here in India for last 5 years, as I think. You came here in 2014.
Yes.
So, which other places you were there posted in diplomacy?
I came from Mauritania. to India. And before Mauritania, I was in Mozambique. Before Mozambique, I was at the political department of PLO, which it was the foreign ministry before the Palestinian Authority in West Bank, and we established our foreign ministry. So I was ambassador at the diplomatic department of Palestine Liberation Organization. Right. And before of that, I was leader of student union, which we have as Palestinian. We have about 56 branches all around the world.
All are?
Around the world.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and India branch was very active because we used to have thousands of students studying in India.
So when you were posted in India, did you come to India before that, or it was the first time when you came as an ambassador?
To say the truth, it was the first time.
Okay.
And I'm enjoying my living in India.
Really?
Yeah.
So which other places did you go in India than Delhi?
I went to Hyderabad, to Kerala, West Bengal, Chennai, Bangalore, Mumbai, many places.
So India has been very, politically active country. So what do you like in India that you like so much about India?
Look, India is a unique country. A unique country. It has lots of religions. It has a very rich culture, and this culture different from state to another state. It has many languages, and as I told my president, I'm representing Palestine. When you come to population or states, about 30 countries.
Right.
Right, which is the states.
Right.
Right, because when you come to the population of India and compare it with the Arab countries, which is 22 countries, it's 1/3 of India. And we have 20 ambassadors there.
Right.
Right, so I think, as I told you, I'm happy to be ambassador.
So, see, Palestine is not a full-fledged nation till now, but you have your representative and seat in United Nations also. Yes. You are having embassies in many countries. So, what is the position of Palestine now in the world? How we say it? Is it a state of Palestine or it is a territory? What we can say?
No, it is state of Palestine, and it's recognized by 139 countries, but not full member, because the veto of the American are always ready. If we apply for the to recognize the state of Palestine, and I think the international community are responsible for that. Why? Because the partition of Palestine in 1947 says Israel and Palestine, right? Israel has been established since 1948, while Palestine is not up to now. So the international community is responsible, right, to see the full member of the state of Palestine in the United Nations and to establish the state of Palestine on the land occupied in 1967 with East Jerusalem as its capital.
Suppose I want to go to Palestine, then who will give me visa? You will give me visa or someone else? How will I go to Palestine?
I'm very sorry to say that I can't give you. Why? Because as I told you, the Israelis are controlling the space and the borders. Okay. Right? So if you want to go to Palestine, you have to give me your passport copy, a photo, your mobile number, your mother name, and 4 digits of your name. I made an application, send it to local governance ministry of Palestine. They apply for your visa, and you have to wait between a month to 40 days for acceptance.
So if I, apply directly to the Israeli embassy, to go to Palestine, will they give me or they will not give?
If you want to go to Israel, sure, they give you. Right?
And from
But
Israel, can I go to Palestine?
you can go, yes. You can go.
On a tourist visa also I can go to Palestine.
You can go to Palestine,
Yeah.
you can go to Bethlehem, you can go to Jerusalem, you can go to Hebron, where I'm talking about the historical places. You can go to Jericho.
Okay. So, Ambassador, let me come back again to this soft side of Palestine. You know that how is the life in cities? I have seen Ramallah. It's a quite good city, unlike what was my imagination. It's a good city, good roads, good buildings. Everything is so nice. So, I think, do you have your own engineering people, or you import engineers from outside, architects from outside? What is the situation?
It seems you don't have an idea about the Palestinian
Right.
people. You know, the students from India only who has been graduated, more than 13,000. And we have, as a Palestinian people, occupied the high certificates in the Arab countries for decades. We share build all these Gulf countries, some of North Africa in the world. Even this embassy, it has been designed by Palestinian students. You know our embassy from outside and so.
Right.
It has been designed by Palestinian engineers
So,
studying in India.
they have studied in India?
No, they were still studying in India.
Oh, they are studying.
Yes.
But you have your engineering colleges, school of architecture, things like that in Palestine also?
Yes, we have 17 universities.
17?
Yes, and between Gaza and West Bank, and very good universities. We have lots of departments and colleges.
You are giving modern education like maths, science, English, everything?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
What we hear from here that Palestinians are in conflict with Israelis, but inside their homes, inside their cities or villages, is there music, is there any art so that they can also see the other sides of life?
We have everything. At the same time, we are struggling. We live the normal life. As I told you, we are a human. We live our normal life, and we won't leave the occupation to affect our normal life. Have weddings, we have festivals, cinemas festivals, we have music festivals, we have, and our culture is very rich.
So when we talk about Palestine, we hear about West Bank and Gaza.
Yes.
So each Western Bank and Gaza controlled by the same authority, or there are two types of authorities living there?
There is, I mean, since 2007, our brothers in Hamas, there was conflict with them. Now, inshallah, soon will be election.
Okay.
But this election should be in Jerusalem also. We have signed an agreement with Hamas and all political parties and non-government organizations in Palestine. We have agreed for election. We are waiting the Israelis' acceptance to make the election in East Jerusalem.
Okay. So it is considered till now two provinces of Palestine, or it's
No, the ministries are dealing with our people in Gaza exactly as they deal with West Bank.
Yeah.
Salaries to the people, looking for health, looking for water, looking for electricity, for everything. Our ministries, they have branches in Gaza. Right, and what we do in West Bank, we do the same, and sometimes more. As an example, we have a social assistant to the families in Palestine. Okay. 106,000 families from the government of Palestine. 70,000 of them are in Gaza.
Okay.
So 35, 36 in West Bank, and 70 because the situation in Gaza is worse than West Bank from the living and working and because of the closure.
The Palestine is one of the places in the world which is very active internationally. So, do you have diplomatic corps, do you have diplomatic institute, or it is coming from the party and diplomats are placed everywhere in the society?
Let me say diplomatic corps, yes, we have.
Yeah.
Now we get our experiment mainly from our struggle.
Okay.
From awareness organizations like student union, labor union, something like that, with the international relation. This is part. The second thing that we send our people for diplomatic courses to our reference country, and India is one of them.
You send your diplomats here for training?
Yes.
Okay. And is India also planning to establish some diplomatic institute in Palestine?
India is financing a diplomatic institution, and soon, inshallah, it will be ready, right? And I think we will send some people for courses, because India is not building only this institution. It has many projects. Hospital, they have Women Empowerment Center, we have Techno Park, we have schools looking after Jerusalem University. So we have they have many projects in Palestine, and inshallah soon you will see lots of buildings, Indian buildings in Palestine.
Excellency, India and Palestine had very old relationship, and almost all political parties have been supporting Palestinian cause, and recently in November there was voting in UNO, and India again voted for the cause of Palestinians. But my question is, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi went to Palestine, it was a historical visit actually, that no one on that office went to Palestine any time. So how Palestinian felt about it? How you felt about it?
Let me say that during my time, I have done two things.
Yeah.
The first president of India to visit Palestine was Mr. Mukherjee.
Pranab Mukherjee.
Later,
yeah.
Prime Minister Modi. We were very happy
that
he has visited Palestine, and he has been awarded with the highest Palestinian award in Palestine. And his speech was very good speech in Palestine, both of them. The Palestinian were looking to His Excellency visit to Palestine, really. All the Palestinians appreciate that to the Prime Minister and to the India government.
I also got an opportunity to travel to Palestine that point of time. But when I think about it, that what India can do more so that you feel happier.
Sure, we are working hard to strengthen this relation, and I think India could do more.
I think India and Israel also has very good relations.
Because of that.
So in that context, I am asking that what you expect from India more.
Yes, because of that I said they could do more. First of all, they could make pressure. Because of the relation, they could make more pressure against the Israelis to at least come back to negotiation, right? We are looking for international body to be the mediator between us and the Israelis, and we are looking for negotiation with the Israelis to be ended in certain time with certain program, right? On the base, in the land of 1967, with East Jerusalem as its capital, with all sovereignty, not only viable for life, but also with all sovereignty, controlling our borders and the space, right? Controlling our water.
So, did you propose India any time in the past that India should try to
I think if
persuade?
I think they are ready if that body has been formed, which is the international body, to be mediator between the Israelis and the Palestinians. I'm sure that the Indian will be ready.
India will be ready to join that committee.
Body, yes.
And that body that will be mediating between Israel and Palestine. Yes. So, is there any progress on that body?
Not yet. Not yet, because the Israelis refuse everything. The Israelis want the American, want Mr. Trump, who has already given them Jerusalem as a capital, right? And because of that, we stopped negotiate with the American also, right? We might accept if he recognizes West Bank, west part of Jerusalem as the capital, right? Because we are looking at that time to recognize East Jerusalem as the capital of Palestine, right? And without East Jerusalem, there is no state of Palestine.
So you are ready to negotiate on the issue of Jerusalem, dividing Jerusalem in two parts?
Yes.
East Jerusalem can go
East Jerusalem is the capital of the state of Palestine.
And West Jerusalem can go to us?
It could be
till
their
now
capital.
So things are standstill between Israel and Palestine. There is no change in the situation. There is no talk going on now.
Political, no, we don't have. Administrative, yes, we have to.
Are you seeing any solution in near future, Ambassador?
Hope I will. Up to now, it's difficult with this government, with this occupation. They are looking to get land and peace at the same time, and they will never get it without the freedom and the self-determination of the Palestinian people. Build our state on the land of 1967 with East Jerusalem. There will never be peace in Palestine, in the Middle East, and in the world.
So let's keep the hope alive and let international community come together to solve this most complicated issue of Palestine on the earth. Thank you so much, Ambassador, and we wish all the best for the help for the cause of Palestine. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.